Enclosed multi-reticle red dot sight, the WildHawk series. This thing's packed full of features. Let's get in the review and the torture test right now. The unboxing real quick of the CVLIFE WildHawk multiple reticle enclosed red dot. Now I'm missing a few things here, but let's just go over what you guys get. You get two 1632 batteries. You get a 1913 Picatinny rail. You also will get a MOS plate and an RMR plate. So if you want to mount this to a MOS or an RMR, you can. You get 8 different thread pitches, 3 screws with each thread pitch. Now I'm also missing the Torx wrench and the standard head wrench to it, the standard Phillips head wrench, the windage and elevation wrench. The lens cleaning cloth is also missing. The owner's manual is with me right now. And you get the sight itself. Now this is an RMSc footprint. It is enclosed, multiple reticle, auto adjusting, and manual adjusting brightness. We're going to compare this to some other red dot sights right now. All right, so real quick, I want to kind of go over the comparisons of the CVLIFE WildHawk to the Vector Optics Frenzy enclosed red dot sight and the Getting Optics Vector Mini. So before we get too far into it, I'm going to turn these so you guys can kind of see the windows. I know it's probably not going to do you guys a lot of good, but I'm going to put these right next to each other, kind of like that. So you can see that the CVLIFE has a wider window, the Valor has a taller window, okay? And if we compare it to the Vector Optics, the Vector Optics has a shorter window, width and height. So take it for what it's worth. There's kind of your quick comparison. The CVLIFE does have a lot more features to it. We'll go over those features here in just a little bit. But there's your kind of your comparison. Give you guys kind of a front view as well. Boom. There you go as well. I love all of these enclosed mini red dot sights. These things are very nice. The Vector Optics and the Getting Optics both have side loading. They load from the side. This has a little, the CVLIFE has a battery compartment that you unscrew. So it is a little bit wider, a little bit thicker, side to side wise. So I'll just show you guys that as well. Sorry for the interruption, but I need to thank JSD Supply real quick for sponsoring the channel. Go on over to JSD Supply for all your firearms needs. Use coupon code DELTA10 at checkout and save yourself 10% off any Getting Optics products. Again, thanks to JSD Supply for sponsoring today's video. We're going to get into is I'm going to show you guys the multiple reticle portion of it. See the black target down there? You can see the little dot on it. It's pretty straightforward. All you do is you push and hold the plus up button. Now, unfortunately, I have it focused on that down there so you guys can see the dot and the clarity of it. But if I push and hold it, there is our 32 MOA circle. Push and hold it again. There is our 32 MOA circle with our 2 MOA dot. Push and hold it again, and we go back to our 2 MOA dot. Okay, that's a pretty cool feature. But our next feature, what we're going to do is on the top right here, we have a photo cell. Again, I'm not going to be able to show you guys focused, but what you do, that is your auto adjustment. So depending on like the daylight today, where the sun is coming in and out, that reticle will change with your light conditions. So what we're going to do is we're going to push and hold our plus and minus button for about 3 seconds. Let me get you guys here. It's going to give you those 3 blinks. It tells you it's in auto adjustment. So if we cover it up, it's less. If we're not sunny, there you go. So it kind of disappears depending on the sun. All right. And then to take it out of the auto adjustment, if you want to go back to manual, you just push and hold those buttons again and watch the reticle. It's going to blink once. There it is. And now we can adjust our brightness all on our own. All right. Let's go over the features. Get started on the torture test. The CVLIFE WildHawk Enclosed multiple red dot sight is packed full of features. We just went over the auto adjustment and the 3 different reticles it has. Let's go over the rest of the features. The window size is a 0.8 by 0.63 millimeters. It has unlimited eye relief, 10 brightness settings, 8 daytime, 2 night vision settings. The overall weight with the battery weighs 1.43 ounces. As I said earlier, the reticle is a 2 MOA dot with a 32 MOA circle. It is a red reticle. It has what they are calling motion awake. Now it does not specify how long before it goes to sleep without any movement, and any little movement turns it right back on. They claim Shockproof is 3,500 Gs. Now that's a big claim. A lot of others are closer to 1,200 to 1,500. So 3,500 G Shockproof, we will be testing that out here a little bit later with the drop test. It is IPX7 water resistant. Windage and elevation both have 45 MOA of adjustment. When you're zeroing it, each click is 1 MOA per click. It is recommended to zero it in at 33 yards. Your battery type, as I said earlier, is a 1632 battery. The battery life is 50,000 hours of battery life. Now there is a caveat to that, and I'll go over that in just a minute. The footprint that it fits on is an RMS or an RMSc. And remember, they do have adapter plates, so you can mount it onto an RMR, a MOS, or a Picatinny rail. All right, now the caveat that I was talking about earlier with the battery life is that they claim 50,000 hours of battery life. Now that's at the lowest setting. At the highest setting, they're saying 500 hours. Okay, so there's that little caveat. All right, let's get into the torture test. All right, the CVLIFE WildHawk Enclosed red dot sight. As you guys can see, it is working. 5-gallon bucket full of water. Let's go ahead and drop it in. See you in 1 hour. Just over an hour. Let's see how the CVLIFE is doing. Enclosed red dot sight. All right. Looks like it's working. Make sure we don't have any water inside the lens. Nope, that's all on the outside. Onto the freezer. CVLIFE WildHawk, it's working. There we are. Enclosed red dot sight. This thing's pretty nice. Go ahead and stick it in the freezer. Yeah, let's put it right there. Good spot for it. All right. See you in an hour. 1 hour later, let's see how the CVLIFE is doing. Seems to be working. There it is. Onto the oven. All right, got a little toaster oven instead of the actual oven itself. If you guys look, you can see we're setting about 150-ish right there, 155. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the CVLIFE Enclosed red dot sight in, show you that it's working. Boom, open it up. Let's go like that. And we go, and see you in 1 hour. All right, just over 1 hour. Let's see how it's doing. Whew. It's a little hot. Take it out, set it up there. See if I can turn that. Nope. Hot, 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 hot. Hope you guys saw that. All right, still working. Let's continue torture test out at the range. Zero, good to go. Shazam! And here we are, out at the range with the CVLIFE WildHawk Enclosed multiple reticle red dot sight. Now I have it set to just the dot itself because I want to be as precise and as accurate as I can be when we go ahead and do the beat downs on it and all the other stuff. Just show you guys the reticle itself. Show you guys that the chamber is empty. Nothing in the mag well. Drop the slide, drop the firing pin in a safe direction. And off we go. Here we go. Start with the Uncle Dan's chicken beatdown. Uncle Dan, great guy. Thanks for suggesting this. I know other YouTubers do it as well. But Uncle Dan, one of our subscribers, suggested, why don't you beat it down with a chicken? And so I beat my chicken on every reticle I can. You know, a little bit of gun porn. Everyone likes it. Here we go. All right. All right, this camera right here, you guys are going to pick everything up. You guys should be able to see that 6-inch circular target down there. Here we go. Good to go. On to the next torture test. All right, next up we have the, all right, so once again, before the next test, show you guys that the chamber is empty, mag well is clear, boom, there we go. drop the slide, drop the firing pin, and then we're going to go ahead and give it, you guys probably already seen that. All right, we'll show you the chamber is empty right there. You guys can see the mag well. Drop the slide, drop the firing pin, and we're going to go ahead and start the water bottle beatdown. Now, I did not make this famous. 704 Tactical did. I say that in every video, but I'm getting tired of hearing it in the comments. But hey, leave a comment in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your comments in the comments down below of whether you guys think this is realistic or not. Because I get a lot of people say, I shouldn't say a lot, I get a few people that have said, it's not realistic. You'll never drop your gun. You'll never rack it against something. You'll never have this. You'll never have that. But you know what? Never say never, right? All right. Just to show you guys should be able to see this in the camera right there. 6-inch target down there. Circular steel target. Here we go. All there. Still good to go. On to the next test. Again. Chamber's empty. Nothing in the mag well. There we go. Next test, we're just going to rack it off of this stump here, and then we'll probably do some off the holster, some off the hip, and see what we got. All right, here we go. Don't really have a set amount. I just kind of do it for a little bit here and there. Red dot's still there. Lens is a little dirty. Use your shirt. We'll do our holster. Back it off our shoe. All right. Nice and dirty. Yep. Let's find a mag here. You guys should be able to see in that camera right there. 3 hits to the circular target. That was me. Those were both me. We'll try that again. Yeah, it's on. It's just me. A little nervous. Smaller target. Hard to see that circle at times. All right, on to the final test. All right, just to show, gun's clear, mag's empty. Drop the slide, drop the firing pin, and here we go. We're on to the last and final test here, guys. What we do is we do a drop test. And this is just kind of simulate that if you were in a fight, slipped, fell, hell, dropped it off your workbench, anything like that. There's possibilities, you name it. Leave them in the comments down below, possibilities, because there are a lot of them. So first one we always do, and what I always try to do, is after each one, bring it up to the camera, show you guys any damage it's taken, and let you guys see through the lens of how bad it was or if it's cracked or not. So first thing we always do is if we're pulling it out of the holster and it just slipped and fell, caught on our shirt, whatever. So we just drop it from about holster height, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom, there we go. Now it says it's 3500G shockproof, so I guess we'll test that out. So where we hit, right there, right next to the photo cell, and it is still clear as can be. There you go. So it hit right there, and still clear. All right. The next test is shoulder height. Here we go. 3, 2, 1 from shoulder height. It's gonna be like as if you held your gun out like this, and then somehow got knocked out of your hands, dropped, whatever. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. That did not hit the, well, I guess it just barely did. We'll show it anyway. We'll count it. It hit right there. Hit right there. And still clear. Let's see if I can hit shit with it or not. You know, it could be just the shooter himself being an idiot today. It's on. It was just me earlier. Don't know if it was the mag or whatever, but it's on. All right, here we go. We're going to do it a third time. This time we always do it from as high as I can reach. Gun is clear. Slide, firing pin dropped, and here we go. I always have a hell of a time trying to get this to drop straight down. So we'll do it from like the trigger guard onto the rock in 3, 2, 1. There we go. And this time we got it on the opposite side. Again, nothing. Still looks clear as can be. Nothing there. And we hit it on this side, right there. All right, so if it's gonna break, it should have broke there. Maybe it can withstand 3,500 G shockproof, but let's see if it held zero. Good to go. Oh, and I thought I had one more mag, just for grins and giggles. This 2 out of 3. Let's see if we got 6. Good. That trigger kind of jumped up on me. Good to go. That's why we always have a good backstop. But there we are. You know, 2 out of 3, not bad. Holding zero, happy. Let's go with the CVLIFE. Give you my final thoughts. All right, nothing in the chamber. Nothing in the mag well. Drop the slide. Drop the firing pin. Range is safe. I'm the only one out here. No ammo or mags are on me. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the CVLIFE WildHawk Enclosed multiple red dot sight. This thing's pretty spectacular. This thing has tons and tons of features for what it is. CVLIFE is starting to come up in the optics world a little bit. They're getting a little more expensive. I know you guys are noticing that. And they are what they are. Because they're being to be a little more robust and rugged, they're gonna have to charge a little bit more. This is a good example. They're right there on par with the Gideon optics, the Vector optics, and you know, many others. They're a little less than a Holosun, but they hold up. They're doing very, very well. Again, it did not break or crack, anything like that. Looks great. We got 3 drops, 1 here, 1 back here, and 1 over here, so we kind of spread it around, and it did very well. Held zero. As long as a shooter can do his job, the optic will function like it's supposed to. So I like the reticle features, giving you the option to choose what reticle you like. If you're one of those people that like the circle and the dot, or you like the circle, or you like the dot, you've got those 3 choices. Some people actually do prefer just a circle, and you know, the theory behind it is that under stress, things like that, all you're going to need to do is put that you know, the assailant, whatever you want to call it, bad guy, in that circle, the donut of death, and pull the trigger. But each their own. You know, I prefer the dot. You know, but that's what I was out here training with. That's how I did it today. So again, CVLIFE, thanks for sending out the WildHawk. This thing did great. I guess it's a WildHawk series. It's actually an enclosed red dot sight. And again, you guys can put this on an RMR. You don't have to have an RMSc. This fits on an RMR. You get the RMR plate. You get the Moss plate. You can put it on top of a rifle if you want, or anything with a Picatinny rail, because it's got the Picatinny adapter. Or it'll direct mount onto any RMSc or RMS footprint. So good job, CVLIFE. You guys are thinking outside the box. You guys get the auto brightness if you want, or the manual brightness. This might be the one and only optic you need to buy. Their warranty, though, on the other hand, is only a 2-year warranty, and it is a limited warranty. So you know, take it with a grain of salt. You know, there are other companies out there at the same price point giving a little bit better warranty. CVLIFE is a good company. They stand behind their products, unlike some other companies that I did some reviews for that are not standing behind theirs. Silly. Nonetheless, I digress. This optic is great. If you guys are looking for one, check out the CVLIFE WildHawk. Great optic. Again, thanks to CVLIFE for sending this out to the channel for review. Greatly appreciate it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. I don't know what's wrong with you if you haven't subscribed to the channel. I don't play doctor, but I'm probably sure there's something mentally wrong with you if you haven't subscribed. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. Click the bell button for all notifications. If you'd like to help out the channel, go down in the description. The first link at the top of the description. Patronize those companies. It helps out the channel. Gets you guys some good discounts as well. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up again. Appreciate it. Thanks for shooting the breeze, you guys.